Hello friends, welcome back to Simply KDP. So in this video we'll be talking issues to do with licensing agreements. The reason I've created this video is a result of a question I recently got from Healthy News, which was asking whether or not it is right to use pro elements for a book and publish on KDP. Now the elements in question are the elements that you actually get from Canva or other similar websites where you are granted certain licenses. Also, we're going to answer which licensing rights you're supposed to choose when publishing your book in your KDP account. And the way to understand it, I believe, is just simply to go through the license agreement by the website. Before we dive into understanding everything about the license agreement, let me just state that the information shared in this video is for educational purposes, based on my own experiences, what has worked for me. I'm not a lawyer. If you want to understand the legal aspects of anything, you can consult a lawyer. So even before we delve into the license agreement in details, let me just say the simple answer is yes, you can actually use Canva Pro elements to publish on Amazon KDP, and you're going to understand the reason why, and it's simply stated in the license agreement. So under Canva's content license agreement, for those who would like to read, I'll leave links in the description. When you scroll down, you can see there's the free content license and the pro content license. As you can remember, on Canva you have two types of content: the free content and the pro content. Now the free content, mainly Canva gets that content from Pixabay, Pexels, or it's in the public domain or under the Creative Commons license. Now to check whether an image or an element that you are using falls under any of these licenses, all you have to do when you are in Canva is just click on the image. When you hover over the image, you click the three dots next to it and you see where it shows the license and it shows free, and here you see an icon here. When you click that info icon, you can see the licensing that is there. Now when we go to Pixabay, you can actually use the content for free. You can use the content without having to attribute the author. You can modify and adapt content into new. Then what is not allowed, of course, you cannot sell or distribute content on a stand-alone basis. Now what this simply means is that you just can't download any image from Pixabay, which is free, and just use it directly without any modifications and the likes and start selling on KDP. Also, when you check on Pexels, the license is similar. All photos on Pexels are free to use. Attribution is not required. You can modify the photos, be creative, and edit them as you like. What is not allowed: don't sell unaltered copies or photo or video. The free content, you are allowed to use it, but of course when you're using it, you need to modify if you're going to use it for commercial purposes. Now the CCO is the Creative Commons license, and when you do a simple Google search, you can see here it says no rights reserved. What this simply means, CCO enables scientists, educators, artists, and other creators and owners of copyright or database protected content to waive those interests in their works and thereby place them as completely as possible in the public domain, so that others may freely build upon, enhance, and reuse their works for any purposes without restriction under copyright or database laws. So you can see Creative Commons, you can also use them for commercial use. Of course, you need to make edits. Now the most important part is the pro content license. Now Canva has two types of licensing. There's the one design license, whereby you are on the free plan, and let's say you decide to use a pro element. Now in that case, Canva might require you to pay for a one-time license. Now when you pay, mostly it's $1, you're going to use that license without having any watermark on your design. Now here is where getting a license is issued to you when you export a Canva design. So now to understand what you can do with the pro content, you have to scroll down to 5 where it says permitted use of content on Canva, and here they're saying these are the things this agreement permits you to do or make with Canva designs that contain content, free or pro. Now when you scroll down to number 6, here it says entertainment applications such as books, book covers, magazines, newspapers, editorials, newsletters, video broadcasts, and theatrical presentations of unlimited prints. And this is where we are covered as book publishers. You can actually use Canva elements in your designs. Most of the information that is here sometimes can be a bit technical. If you want to understand it further, Canva has a help article which is clear and concise. So you can see here where it says what's allowed and not. So here Canva says you can only sell original designs. If you want to create a product you can sell, it needs to be original design. You can't sell any Canva content on a stand-alone basis. You remember, like what I mentioned, you can't just get any content from Canva, whether it's free or pro, and just start selling it as it is. So don't do that. You just don't get an image and add it to KDP as a book cover without any edits. You need to make edits for it to be original content. All right, then also here, how do I know if my design is original enough? Now you can also read this to get further understanding. So now products you can sell. So here they're saying Canva's content license agreement does allow you to use both Canva free and pro content to design and sell a range of products. See section 5 of the content license agreement, such as templates, posters, mugs, t-shirts, stickers, and other printed products, ebooks, magazines. Okay, so these are allowed, and we've already read section 5. Of course, like I mentioned, I'll leave a link in the description for you to go through. So you can see Canva does allow you to actually use the elements. All you have to do is actually design something unique. Just design something which is unique and is not actually something that Canva can claim that they are the ones who had that as their own template. You have to design it yourself. So let's say for example, if the way I give you templates, that's a unique design, and that design, all you have to do is make your own edits and the likes, and it becomes unique and it's exclusive to you. Okay, that's how it works. Now you can see there are other things. Of course, the links will be down in the description. Now the last thing I'd like to cover is how do you choose the licensing rights or the publishing rights when it comes to publishing on KDP. So there are two types of rights you can publish. Now there's one, you own the copyright and hold the necessary publishing rights, and the other one is public domain work. Now when you create a design in Canva, since the design is unique and you're the one who created it, by default you have the rights to that design. So initially when you are publishing on Amazon KDP, you are going to publish I own the copyright and hold necessary publishing rights. Now in this case, let's say for example, if you're using Canva Pro, Canva gives you a license which allows you to use the pro content or pro elements. So in that case, since you have, it is covered under I hold necessary rights or publishing rights, so you just have to choose this one. Now public domain work is whereby the entire thing that you've posted is in the public domain. For example, there are no edits. You found an image in public domain and you just upload that a direct image to KDP, which is not what we are doing. So you always go with I own the copyright and hold necessary publishing rights. Okay, so I hope this answers the question whether it's right to actually use pro elements for your KDP publishing business. So thank you very much, and I hope this video was helpful. See you in the next one.